If I don't wake up tomorrow with Joe Whitt Jr. being fired, we're going to have some problems. Washington Commanders gets destroyed by the Detroit Lions. Let's talk about it.
Shout out to Juan Gotti Talking Sports. You know what it is.
Shout out Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like,
Niggas about saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's no beginner. She's confident.
My whole thought process for this game, and sorry if the audio is out of whack here, ladies and gentlemen. My microphone literally just went out, and I'm trying to get it back. I don't know. Are we good, chat? Let me see something right quick. Let me see. Make sure my mic is good. We all out of whack because this season is done. This team has destroyed the hopes that we have. I think we should be good now. So look, how y'all doing? I went to the game, and if you guys tapped into my earlier video, you would have known like I didn't expect nothing from this game. In fact, I said if the Washington Commanders win, I would be actually upset because now I'm going to be doing mental gymnastics and thinking about, oh, we can make a late season run if we, beat Miami next week. And oh, would you look at that? 5-6 headed into the bye week, and maybe on the backside of the bye week, we get Jaden Daniels back, we get Terry McLaurin back, we get Noah Brown back, and less than because Donald Trump was there today. If you knew, I'm pretty sure you knew. But it wasn't no ordinary walk-in how you normally do. They had the Secret Service checking you in. So it was a little bit longer to get inside how it normally is. It's normally you kind of can walk straight in. So 5 minutes into us sitting down, I'm already thrown off because once again, the defense is just allowing the offense to go right down the field. And before you could blink your eyes, it was 14-3. And at any point in this game, did the Washington Commanders have an opportunity? This game was such a blur to me. I left at halftime. Yes, I left at halftime. The Washington Commanders are in shambles. The Washington Commanders are horrible. And I want to hear from you. Call the number 240-804-7327. You got to blow this lineup for tomorrow's video. Every time we record these post-game reactions, call in the number so you can be live on tomorrow's video because I need to hear from you. I need your help because right now I'm so mentally checked out of this season. I could care less what the next 4, 5, 6, 7 games look like. The season's done. I've been checked out really after that Dallas game. I felt like this season was over, but it was more so because of Jaden Daniels not being healthy at the time. It was more so because of what we didn't have at the time. Now it's injuries, it's coaching malpractice. For God's sake, why does Dan Quinn always love to use a second half timeout so early in the second half? I swear to God, it's like a weekly ritual with Dan Quinn. We always, because we're trailing, 9 times out of 10 we're trailing. It's just about how much we're trailing by. And 9 times out of 10 for the last month, we've been trailing by multiple scores coming out of the locker room. And for whatever reason, Dan Quinn wants to burn an early second half timeout, which, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just nitpicking at this point because we're so out of the game score-wise that it doesn't matter. But me in my head, I'm thinking about how we could plan to come back. So I'm like, you got to keep your timeouts in your back pocket just in case. Who knows what can happen. But we burn a second half timeout early on, as we often do. We right before halftime on the 4th down, instead of us calling the timeout on 4th and 1 to one timeout left to see, try to preserve some time for our offense, because if Detroit gets it, they get it. They're going to score regardless. But you don't call timeout thinking aggressively like, okay, it's 4th down. Let me call timeout, my final timeout to stop the clock. So if we get this stop, my offense can have $1 and about 15 to work with. No, we don't think like that. We let the clock go all the way down to Detroit wants to hike it. And what does Detroit ultimately do? Get a first down or a touchdown, right? Like, this team it's just so bad. It's so bad. I'm not upset. I'm not, bro. I wanted to leave at the second quarter. They're so bad. I didn't even stay for the second half, chat. I did not stay. I left at halftime, and I was already ready to go after the first quarter. We were down 11 before I could even blink. You know what? Let me take a sip before I say this. Shout out to the Mandarin oranges on deck. I didn't eat anything. Was not by the pay stadium prices. So when I came home, pulled me up some Mandarin oranges. And anytime you get the Mandarin oranges, you got to drink the juice. If you don't drink the juice, you're weird. Joe Whitt Jr. is fucking ass. He is ass. This was worse. He's better off standing in the booth. For all the shit that he tried to push on, oh yeah, the guys wanted me to come down the field. They wanted to feel my energy. No, mother effer. That wasn't why. This was your last straw. Dan Quincy, you're my guy. You're my buddy. I'm trying to work with you. Come on down. Come on down to the sideline and see if that helps you. It was worse. Up close and personal, it was worse today. I mean, I'm sitting there, and it's not a commander within 10 yards of a Lions receiver. Literally, Jameson Williams had $1 and some change today and a touchdown. You would think with Jameson Williams being a deep threat, right, that one of his catches would have been a deep bomb or somewhat to take up a chunk of his yards. No, it was literally drags. It was literally just run 4 or 5 yards, turn around because no commander defender is going to be in sight. We don't know how to tackle. Jeremy Reeves is one-on-one with Jameson Williams, the fastest receiver in the league. I don't know what you expect. Your backup otherwise would have been just playing special teams safety. Is checking Jameson Williams. Oh, bravo, Joe Whitt. You're ass, my guy. You're literally trash. I don't know. Chat, I've never had a good defensive coordinator in my lifetime. I know a lot of y'all probably experienced Greg Williams. I was alive when Greg Williams was hooping for us, calling the plays, but I didn't experience that. All of my defensive coordinators have been shit. From the earliest I can remember, Joe Burry, to Greg Minuski, to Jack Del Rio, and now this bum ass guy, Joe Whitt Jr. I don't know where to begin because they make it so difficult. You know what I mean? They make it so difficult when it's like, it's not that hard. I swear to God, it's not that hard. Okay, they continue to run the ball. Let me stack the box. Force down the throw. If they beat me with a deep pass, hey, so be it. Jameson Williams is clearly the fastest guy on the field. I'm not going to have one-on-one coverage with Jameson Williams. I'm going to have a safety over the top every play. I'm going to have my corner playing outside leverage and my safety inside leverage. No. You want to sit in single high coverage with Quan Martin as your lone safety as if he's just like that. As if you just got the corners that's just like that. And the corners don't try. Mikey, Trey, Jonathan Jones, he had a good play today, but we don't try. We don't get in their face, press, disrupt. We just let them roam free. You know, the thing is, right, and this is basic football. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought playing DB, if you're backing off which you're allowing a receiver to have a free release, your goal is to beat them to the spot. What I'm trying to say is, okay, you give them a free release. Your goal is to break on that pass and hope for you to break it up or some of that nature to force an incompletion. No, we back off and we just give them cushion and just let them turn around. And instead of going to get the ball, we just watch and let them come to us. When you're pressing, the whole goal is to disrupt the receiver's timing and get in their shit. We don't do none of that. Granted, we probably don't have the personnel to do that, but we don't do none of that. It was so bad that Jonathan Vilma literally said, I don't know what they're doing. They've seen this play a million times, and they just continue to let Jameson Williams kill him. It was an in route for Jameson Williams. He scored a touchdown. In route, direct. Like, it was the same basic elementary recess play calling ever, and we couldn't stop it. Yo, Chad, we're so down bad. We're so down bad. We got fried by Dan Campbell. Mind you, not an offensive-minded head coach. But yet, if I can remember correctly, when he got hired from the Saints to be the Lions head coach, this man was a special teams coordinator. He was a special teams coordinator, man. And we just got fried by him. Yo, if Joe Whitt Jr. isn't gone tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know what. This right here is the highlight of my day. Oranges. Not my Commanders. Not the team I love so dear in my heart. But oranges is the highlight of my day. I'm pissed. Not because of the game, but because now I have to wait 10 months. 10 long-ass months to see competitive football again. That's what I'm angry about. We wait all this time. Football is the only sport in which you're more off than you are on. We wait all off season long for this shit to come, just for it to be over like that. Just for it to be over like that. And we're so ass everywhere. Coaching staff, players, Treylon Burks. Shout out Treylon. It might be something to Treylon Burks. Shout out to all the people that were on the Treylon Burks train. It might be something to that young fella because he's had a couple good grabs. But it's Treylon Burks, it's Robbie Chosen, it's John Bates, who I love near and dear. It's Ben Sinnott, it's Jalen Lane, who had a deep catch today. Noah Igbenogany on kicker. Like, what am I watching, bro? Is this the preseason or is this week 10 of the NFL season, man? Like, what am I watching? And thank God, next week's game is in the morning. We can get this shit out the way and enjoy our Sunday. Enjoy some real competitive football. You know what I mean? We can enjoy some real competitive football. Again, you can pick your poison with this team, man. You really can when you look at the issues. I'm putting it solely on Joe Whitt because, again, today for me, and maybe seeing it in person just enhanced it more. But it was worse. With him on the sideline, it was worse. Like, shit was just open, no pressure. The same shit that we've been complaining about all year long, but it was just worse. You don't try to dial up any pressure for Jared Goff. Jared Goff was comfortable as they can get. Jahmyr Gibbs killing you. Jameson Williams killing you. Did you know that they said they scored on all 7 of their drives at the time that I heard? Again, this is on Joe Whitt. They scored on all 7 of their drives at that time. Mind you, you're coming off a week in which Sam Darnold just went 16 for 16 and 4 touchdowns on you in the first half. Mind you, the week before that, you play Kansas City. You had a decent showing. I mean, you still didn't stop him. You just what? Something that we don't often do. What'd you do? You forced turnovers. So theoretically, that ain't Joe Whitt. That's just the players making a play. That's just the defense making a play. The week before that, you couldn't stop shit against Dallas. So, like, this has to be the death note for Joe Whitt. It has to be. If Dan Quinn does not fire him, which I theoretically don't see him firing him during the season, but if you don't fire him at all at season's end, if he is not gone, you lost a section of this fan base. You did. Because he is the clear and obvious problem. I get it, chat. Is Mikey Sanders still the best ever? No. Not saying that. But you're bullshitting me if you don't think he's a damn good player. You're bullshitting me if you don't turn on Seattle and tell me you don't see them use Devin Witherspoon or Nick Imawari. In Quan Martin's case, look at how they use him. You can't tell me these guys who were supposed to be ball hawks coming out of college, playmakers coming out of college. Mikey was never known to be a coveraging corner. He was known as a playmaker. Why aren't we putting them in positions to make plays? Jared Goff is the perfect quarterback to go get pressure on in terms of a safety cornerback blitz something. You're kidding me. If you don't sit up here and put the onus on Joe Whitt Jr., I get the talent isn't the best. I get it. We've been plastered by injuries. I understand that. But at some point, you have to adjust and use the talent that you have. Frankie Louvu has been too quiet this year. Is a part of that on him? Maybe. But I put a lot of it on Joe Whitt. He's a playmaker. Your real linebacker is Jordan McGee. Your playmakers, your game changers, your guys that can change the ball game is Mikey Sanders still, Frankie Louvu, and probably at this point Deron Payne. Those are your game changers who got kicked out the game because he threw a punch at Amon-Ra St. Brown. And my guy was like, yeah, he does that when he's checked out. And I said, you know what? You're right. Think about it. We was talking about think about it last time. Him and Payne got, or him and Allen got into it. We were getting blown out. Today, he gets ejected for throwing a punch at Amon-Ra. We were getting blown out. So, Deron's mentally checked out. Meaning, whatever Dan Quinn is preaching, meaning whatever Joe Whitt Jr. is preaching, it's falling on deaf ears, man. Because if you had your head on straight, if you knew what you were risking, you would have moved smarter. You would have been like, hey, I can't put myself in. No. I don't know what Amon-Ra did. I don't know what Amon-Ra said. But he just stole him. And that's the guy that says, man, I don't give a F about this game. I don't. And do you blame him? When your defense is like that, getting shredded, walked up and down the field every single week for 7 drives straight, man. It's like you can't get no type of momentum. You can't get no type of momentum because your offense, I get it, is backups. But Mariota, they go down, make it one good play. They score a touchdown or they score a field goal. It don't matter. The defense is going to give it up just like that. They like a never mind. I ain't about to say that. Just know they're like the 24/7 7-Eleven, man. They're always open. Even on Sundays. This defense is pitiful, man. It's bad. It's beyond me. I'm disappointed. I'm upset that this team has looked like this because you couldn't have told me back in July that this is what we were going to get. You couldn't have told me. And I'm sorry for all my guys and girls out there that want me to go in depth about this game and all this. No, I really just don't have it in me no more this year. I really don't. I react to what I see. And what I saw was just a bunch of bullshit. It was a bunch of trash. It was a bunch of just nothing. No energy. That stadium was taken over by Lions fans. And are we surprised? No, not. We're used to it. But it was just no energy. We're sitting there at the tail or like in the parking lot 2 hours prior to kickoff, and it's just dead. And I'm like, where's the energy? I stand. You know how if you go to a preseason game, you know how you could just pull up and park in the preseason because nobody is really gonna be there. That's how that was today. Even if you didn't have a parking pass at the stadium, you could have just drove in and parked your car because there was nobody there. Like, at least in the parking lot, it looked like. You got in, it was nothing but blue. I swear to God, DC or Maryland, DMV, wherever, is the only city I know or area where if you want to see if there are opposing fans in this area, just come to a Commanders game. Because every time I'll be like, damn, it's that many Detroit fans in this area? Damn, it's that many Bears fans in this area? Like, on who? We're the only city or area in which we get dominated by our outside market teams. We're the minority in our home city, man. It's insane, bro. It's insane. But I don't want to just keep rapping. I want to hear from you as well. But before we do that, make sure you call into the number 240-804-7327. That is how you're going to hear your reaction on tomorrow's video. Okay? Remember, every time we stream and the numbers across the bottom, that is for you to have your voice heard in tomorrow's video. So you have all night to send a voice call. I need you. As much as you need me, you're my therapy too. And you want to know who else is going to be our therapy? SeatGeek. SeatGeek is going to be your place to get your mind off the Commanders because you want to know why? Because you can get $10 off your first purchase using promo code JuanGotti on anything on that app not named Commanders. Yes, theoretically, you can use the Commanders. Yes, you can. You can use the promo code for the Commanders. But who the hell wants to watch that? I know you don't. So take that $10 off that SeatGeek is giving us and use it towards something else, whether that be an entertainment show. I don't know what you're into, whether it's hockey. I don't know if you want to go see the Wizards. I mean, they're just as bad, but at least they got some young guys. I don't know what you're into. But take advantage of that promo code JuanGotti on SeatGeek to get $10 off your first purchase. You will not regret it. I really don't know what to say, y'all. I really don't have it in me to sit here and talk an hour about the same shit. I'm just happy that the bottom is falling out. The worst thing that could have happened to us was probably what my biggest fear was us win, and then we somehow try to get our hopes back up about this season, and then it comes crashing down. And then now you look up at it, we won 6-7 games. I did that unintentionally, by the way. But you win 6-7 games, and you're now picking middle of the pack. The way this season is headed, it's bottoming out. I don't know if we win another game. I could definitely see, especially after them beating Buffalo the way that they did today. I know it's a division game, but after them beating Buffalo the way that they did, I could definitely see Miami beating us next week. Definitely could see Miami beating us next week. Because who the hell is stopping Devin A-Chain? Who had, like 200 yards today? Who the hell is stopping Jalen Waddle? I don't know if Darren Waller will be back, but I'm sure he would fry us too. So the only good thing about this is that the season is bottoming out, meaning that we're going to have a top pick in this upcoming draft, meaning that Adam Peters needs to be trading back. Yes, I said it. He needs to be trading back because you already have your quarterback. You already have Jaden Daniels. You don't need to draft a quarterback, so you need to get it into the hands of a team that's going to be desperate enough to come up and try to draft a quarterback of the future that needs a quarterback. I get it. Some of y'all probably like, well, Juan, we're going to be, maybe you stay put, draft somebody. Maybe, whether it's, I know a lot of y'all love Caleb Downs. I know a lot of y'all love Cornell Tate. Look, unless this is going to be a Cincinnati Bengals situation in which in terms they had Joe Burrow already. He tore his ACL. Then they got the 5th overall pick and they selected Jamar Chase. Unless you're promising me a talent of that nature at the 5th overall pick or wherever we're going to be, because we're 3-7 right now. Again, I don't know where we'll end up, but I'm just going to say inside the top 10. If you're promising me Jamar Chase-esque potential, and I'm not just talking receiver position, but I'm just talking about that kind of potential from any player or production from any player. If you're promising me that is what I'm going to get, then okay. I could be fine staying put at wherever we finished. But where I think we're going to be, I think we're going to be in prime position for a team that needs a quarterback. So trade back and fleece they ass for 2-3 first-round picks. So that's the silver lining for us this year, man. That's the silver lining for us this year. We are bottoming out, meaning that our season or our projection is to be getting the top player in this upcoming draft. And I know a lot of y'all want that to happen. I want that to happen. So, I don't know, man. We just going to have to thug this shit out, man. We still got 2 whole months of this, y'all. We got to just thug this out week in and week out. And it's going to be tough. It really is. Because I'm a guy that watches, reacts, and live in the moment. And I miss when we were able to talk after these post games and talk about all the good. But there's no good player performances. So I can't sit up here and yap your head off for 45 minutes to an hour talking about the same thing, because it's like it's repetitive, it's draining, it's annoying. I want to talk about some of these good performances, but nobody's playing good. Nobody. Every single time we step on the turf, someone's dropping like a fly. Today we lost Al Kaiho, and I think we lost another guy. I can't remember. I didn't know who the first person was that got hurt, but another Commander player got hurt. Like, every week it's some new shit. Beefing with my bitch right now, but life's still lit. It's like, nah, y'all would have done about that, Herbo. But I don't know, chat. I really don't have no words, man. I really don't. So I'm gonna let y'all take over the show. I'm gonna read some comments here, starting with this super chat, and then we'll get about it. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. I have to get some food because I'm hungry, man. Gotta hit my macro goal for the day. You feel me? That protein goal. And hey, look, as a person that is now 11 months into the gym, go to the gym. Forget this team. Go to the gym and do something else, because you don't need to sit here and watch this team. Listen to your boy Gotti for the day and go about your day. You don't need to soak yourself into this team. They don't deserve you. I deserve your attention because, come on, I'm right there with you. You know what I'm saying? All the other content creators deserve your attention because we're right there with you. We're just like you. But don't give this team your attention, your emotions, your feelings into next year. Go to the gym. Get in shape. Go pick up a hobby, man. Do something better with your time, because watching this team, you're getting robbed of your Sundays. And for most people, Saturday and Sundays is typically your only free days. And you're getting robbed of it because you want to sit down and watch 3 hours of bullshit. In case of mine, 3 hours of watching BS, but early game, I get more enjoyment watching other people's games now. Like that Bucks game was damn good. No, that Texans game was damn good. Right? Like that Chicago game, New York blowing another 10-point lead. Like, everybody's game is good but ours. You get Seattle just destroying Arizona. This is depressing. But CMG87, thank you for the super chat, CMG87. He says, Cap's a mess, Wiz trash, Nets awful, DC sucks. Yeah, man. It sucks. Look, hey, for the Nets, at least it's finally a rebuild for them. No more Mike Rizzo. No more Davey Martinez. You got James Wood to build around. Hopefully Dylan Cruz Groves, CJ Abrams, and got some solid pieces on there. Wizards, same thing, right? They got some solid young guys, but it's going to be a rough season for them. Capitals, I don't know what's wrong with the Capitals at this moment, but I mean, I've read the comments of the last game, and they were pissed about how trash we are in power plays. I'm not going to act like I'm the biggest hockey guy. I'm not going to sit there and act like that's the case for me, but that's what I was reading. Like, we're horrible with power plays. So, yeah, man. DC Sports is back to being what it was normally and what we've known for it to come, and that's just being trash, man. Aye. But thank you so much, CMG87, for the super chat. I really do appreciate you. Let's see. My guy, All to Another World. What's up? All to Another World? I just saw your Instagram story. I was gonna say, my man found something to do better with his time to watch this team. Where were you at? Where are you at? If you're comfortable sharing it, I don't think you're in America. But I saw you living your life, man, as you should, because this team is horrible. You don't need to be watching it. You don't need to be watching. Trust me, All to Another World. You don't need to be watching it, man. You're doing so much better with your time than watching this. Thank you for the super chat again. CGM87, I really do appreciate you. Hold up. Let me get my last little bit of oranges right quick. Okay. CGM87 says fire Whitt or let Dan call the defense, or let him call the defense in a bathroom stall. He needs to go. Today, I felt like, to me, honestly, and I know I'm not alone in this, but to me, it felt like the death note for Joe Whitt today. It really did. Like, I just don't see how this team moves forward with him in the future. Like, it's that bad. Today, to me, was the death note. I think today was the last chance for Joe Whitt to show something, show some fight, show some life, show something. And he didn't. Theoretically, or like not theoretically, but on the eyes, this felt like the hardest game to watch. It really did. Because at least in Dallas, we started the game off competitive. I could be wrong, but didn't we score first? I could be wrong, but I think we went down and scored Zach Ertz. Or maybe that was after they scored. I don't know. But early on in that game, it was competitive, and we had Jaden Daniels. We didn't have this game of just backups in terms of the quarterback position. So, although that game got ugly defensively, we still had a chance because we had offense. That game was 15-30 at one point. Had we not gave up that touchdown right before half, that's potentially a one-possession game. The Kansas City game, you forced 2 turnovers at least, so you didn't get a stop per se on third down on 3 and out, but you got 2 turnovers. Could have been 3 because you forced one, but Marshall Lattimore couldn't recover. Sam Darnold destroyed your defense. Then you followed up with another horrible defensive performance. So theoretically, what I'm saying, man, is like it's just bad, bro. And you got Frankie Louvu. I think he was yelling at. He yelled something into his direction. Don't know exactly what it was after Louvu gave up that first down. Man, everybody's just checked out, bro. The learners will never stop being cheap. That's why we lost Bryce Harper. That's why we lost Juan Soto. They'll never stop being cheap until they sell the team. All right, let's get to some comments here. Hopefully there's some juicy comments. What's up, Unc? Unc says, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. We look like the bad news bears of football. They may have not shown up, nephew. Yeah, Unc, you're right, man. We're watching the game, and I came to the conclusion. You guys remember y'all play Madden back in the day, or do y'all still play Madden? You go to the practice mode, and in the practice mode, it lets you pick normal, offense only, kickoff. It's like every team we play against picks offense only. Because defense You're supposed to have some type of resistance, some type of stopping them in any kind of way. That's not Washington's defense. Washington defense lets them go up and down the field all game long. It's just free pickings out there. Whatever you want, have it. You want a 5-yard in that can go 36 yards? Have it. You want a 15-yard dig that can turn up and turn into an extra 25 after the catch? Have it. You want Jahmyr Gibbs to just burst through the line? Have it. Like, whatever. They can have whatever they want. Like, literally, bro. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. Get Joe Whitt off the intro ASAP. G-Man, look. Chat. Get him off the intro ASAP. I was gonna do it at the end of the season.
Shout out to Juan Gotti Talking Sports. You know what it is.
Shout out Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
The way that we live is not for everybody, man.
Nah.
You might be right, G-Man. G-Man. I don't know if I could listen to that. That he's infesting my videos now, making my videos look horrible, and probably is the reason why watch time ain't so high. Because soon as somebody see Joe Whitt face, they want to click off the video. So you know what, G-Man, you might be damn right about that. I gotta change the intro, but the thing is, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. People see Mikey's face and they get upset. People see Jeremy Reeves' face, probably get upset. People damn sure is going to get upset when they hear Adam Rank's voice. So I might unfortunately got to have a whole new intro. You see what one bad season does, man? It got me having to unfortunately rebrand. Or forcefully rebrand, I should say. I didn't want to rebrand. I know everyone loves the song. That being said, the song is in the comment section of every single video, in the description of every single video, and I'll go on record to say it is Rock Her Hips by New Impressions. Rock Her Hips by New Impressions. Everyone loves the song. You don't know how many times people comment and says, love the song. And now I got to forcefully rebrand the visuals because I don't know if anyone wants the audio to go. I think the audio is a staple. Would y'all agree that the audio is a staple and that I can't change the intro? What y'all say? Is that a staple? Or do y'all want a whole new intro, like song and all? I don't know, but man, Joe Whitt got us having a rebrand, man. It's crazy. 3-14 season, the way we live definitely ain't for everybody. I'm telling you, 301. I'm telling you, Slim, it's not for everybody, man. 3-14, you tell me, man, look, 2023 was the last time I felt like this. And based off of last year, you would have thought we would have never be back in this situation. Am I talking about Super Bowl champion every year? No. Am I talking about division winner every year? No. But what I'm talking about is a competitive team, week in and week out, a playoff perennial team, week in and week out, not a JV high school team. Who the worst team in Maryland right now? PG County. Who the worst team in VA, Northern VA? Who the worst team in Washington, D.C.? For PG County Public Schools, probably Central, Sarasville, I don't know, High Point, I don't know. And I don't know about DC. I think Baloo probably trash right now. And VA, I can't tell you too much about VA. But the point I'm saying is if you combine all three of them schools together, they probably beat Washington. That's what I'm saying. You probably take the best team in DC right now. Well, best team in PG. Man, the math are putting 50 on the Commanders right now. Tell me I'm weather. I got the math of dogging the Commanders at this point. We're that bad. Oh man. Strong says, bro, we're super trash. Nobody on defense needs to be considered a starter in this league. Baby Trey never thought we'd be here, man. Trey got hurt. I'm not off the Trey Amos bandwagon. I'm not off the Mikey Sanders still bandwagon either. I still love those guys. It's bad, bro. It really is. We didn't embarrass ourselves in front of the president. We didn't embarrass ourselves in front of 50 Cent. Like, no more stars. And I know a lot of people probably don't want to consider Donald Trump a star because I know he has very mixed opinions in America, but this isn't a political show. So for that matter, he is a star. And no more stars. No more stars. I think the best thing about this too might be no more primetime games for the rest of the year. Like, they're probably going to flex a lot of our 4 o'clock games that we have left out. I don't know if they move us off of primetime when we play Denver in a few weeks, which I don't know because that's a Sunday night game. But no more primetime games this week, and probably very minimum primetime games next year too. So, because no more superstars. No more stars need to come to Washington. Bring all the stars back when we at RFK. He said the players playing like they getting paid 50 cents, bro. Literally, bro. Literally. Wizards worse than DC Sports. But I mean, look, they had no expectation. They have no real direction, right? Like, they got a couple young fellas. I like Alex Sarr, right? You know, they got a couple solid pieces. But like, Washington Commanders actually had expectation this year. And look, they're playing like they're the Wizards of the NFL, bro. So we have no confidence, and DQ isn't helping. I mean, I'm not here to defend DQ, you know, not here to defend DQ's actions because he hasn't been the best this year neither. But I mean, what more can he do? What is the most he can do? You know what I mean? This is rough, man. This is rough here. Are they let me see something right quick. Let me see. Are they live his post game presser yet? I want to hear from DQ because it better be some type of firing tomorrow. We got to hear some type of changes because Joe Whitt needs to go. Last week we lost in front of Art Monk and 50. Now we lost in front of Trump. We lost in front of the president of the country. Showed our ass in front of the president of the country. And y'all know Donald Trump loved Twitter. He about to fry us up on Twitter. You know he loved the Twitter. Know what I mean? They said DQ pulling Mariota at the end of the game was laughable. Von Miller says it's not on coaches. The team is preparing us, but we don't execute. So Von Miller just said it's not on coaches. It's on the players. They prepare us. We just not executing. Which to an extent, it's true, I guess. But you know Von Miller's going to take the high road. He's not going to sit up here and throw the coaches under the bus, especially when this is probably his last year in the league. Man. It's bad, bro. Quan Martin said he was flagged 15 yards for being kicked in the nuts. The whole fan base has been kicked in the nuts, Quan. That's what Jay Nines MVP said.
I don't think
Let's see what Marcus Mariota. Listen to Marcus Mariota chat.
I don't think we should shy away from that. I think that's the truth. And I think that's transparency. And at the end of the day, in order to get things going in the right direction, you have to be transparent. You have to be honest. And I don't think we are who we think we are. So with that being said, it's a quick turnaround. It's a trip to Europe. It's an opportunity for us to kind of dive in together. I believe in this brotherhood. I believe in the guys in the locker room. But like I said, there's got to be a sense of urgency, and I think our guys feel that.
Yo, the sense of urgency was like 3 weeks ago. The season's over. Why can they cancel the trip to Europe? I don't even want why we gotta go to Europe now, bro? Like, I guess the good thing is it's gonna be out the way in the morning. Dolores, we do not have any talent at all on this team. Good luck trying next year. There's some talent on this team, Dolores. I'm not going to sit up here and act like there's no type of talent. Do we have enough to compete? Then that's when you start to ask the questions. Do we have enough? Did we do enough? That's when you start to ask questions. But we got talent on this team. A healthy Commanders team that isn't 3-7 right now. I could tell you that, Dolores. I could tell you. A lot of it has been injuries. A lot of it's been coaching my practice. But you're telling me a healthy Trey McLaurin, a healthy Jaden Daniels, a healthy Alistair Eckler, a healthy Marshawn, or not even going to say Marshawn, but healthy Dorrance Armstrong, Dietrich Wise, Will Hurst. They all make a difference, man. They all make a difference. So we have talent on this team. It's just a bad year all around. It really is. Like, it's bad when you can't pinpoint the one reason we're bad. Like, if you could pinpoint the one reason that you're bad, that's like a sign of hope. Okay, we fixed this one thing, we're good. But it's so much that you can look at and say what's wrong that's wrong with this team. The injuries alone is a huge season killer and really can derail a season by itself, especially when it's our injuries. People love to say, "Oh, we're hurt too. Injuries just an excuse." We got injuries too. Yeah, your injury is your backup center. Your injury is your third defensive tackle. Your injury is your second tight end. Your injury is your backup right guard. Your injury may be one star player, if that. Yeah, but your starting quarterback's out. In our case, starting quarterback's out, starting running backs out, starting safeties out, starting pass rushers out. Most of them, notice I said pass rushers, multiple. Your starting receivers out. Notice I said receivers. Because people probably forgot about Noah Brown. People probably forgot he exists. Yes, he exists. He's out. Debo missed the game. Like, it's so much that's wrong with us, and we're just at injuries. Ebony says, what is the whole Commanders team clone over the summer? I don't really know, Miss Ebony. I really don't know. I have no words. Just sadness, man. Just sadness. Defense is horrible. It is. We are bad because we are old and have no speed on both sides of the ball. You can make a case for that, Dwayne. You can make a strong case for that. This team is bad because we're slow, we're old. We don't have enough young talent, and the young talent that we do have, we don't use for whatever reason. So you can make a case for that. You can make a case for that. My boy Lou got injured last week, shaking my head. Exactly. Got to be over 25 BMB. That's what it feel like, man. Treylon did look good today. Like I said, I opened the show, or I said earlier in the show, it may be something to Treylon. A lot of y'all that wanted Treylon and like Treylon coming out, it may be something to him because he was solid today. Man. But Cordell Tate, first pick, or do you want a DN or another position? We can have anybody. And they say, Commanders, what's your needs? Everything. We need everything. But it depends where we're at. Like, I'm all for, because I think we're going to be inside the top. We might be, at this rate, might be inside the top 5. But, like, depending on where we're at, I was like, hey, AP, you got to trade back. Because you already got your QB1. And you know it's a team going to be one to come up for a quarterback. But I'm speaking kind of illiterate, because I don't know if the crop of quarterbacks coming out this year is going to be worth trading up for. So I really don't know at this moment. I got to do my homework. But from just knowing how drafts operate, there's going to be one team that's going to want to trade up for a quarterback or something. You got to take advantage of that. But again, if you're promising me, DB, if you're promising me Cornell Tate is Jamar Chase impact-wise, or whoever we take where we're going to be, because I think we're going to be inside the top 10, of course, whoever, Caleb Downs, if he's there, whoever, whatever position is, if you're promising me they're going to be that kind of impact of a player, I say you stay put and draft that guy. Draft the game changer. But we're in a good spot draft-wise. We're in a good spot because either we trade back and recuperate some draft capital knowing that's what we need to help us in the future and kind of speed up this process and get some more young talent, or we draft a stud. I think in the moment it sucks, of course, but in hindsight, we look back on this year and we're going to say this is a year that we needed, because we needed a year like this because, again, we were ahead of schedule last year, and this allows us to get some type of young talent, some type of game changer in the draft that we otherwise weren't ready to get. So, hey, we'll see. Rudy says, are Washington Commanders fans happy about the Marshawn Kneeland news? No. No one is happy about the passing of Marshawn Kneeland. That is a very sad, tragic situation that happened. That is football aside, Rudy. That is so past a rivalry of football. We're talking about real personal life at that point. I'm not happy about the news. I'm very sad and hurt by the news, and I'm sure every single person in this room believes the same thing and has the same feeling. You lose your life at such a young age, self-inflicted wound. I think it was suicide. Rudy, it was suicide. That's not nothing to play with, man. That's really not. And if you need help, there's help out here. Just know someone loves you. I know it's probably tough to hear because you may be going through a lot, but someone loves you. Someone cares about you. Someone can't live without you. And I know life gets hard. I know it's overbearing at the time. And I know you may be full of pain, but you don't want to leave your loved ones here, you know, just having to burden that as well, you know. So whatever you're going through, just know there's hope and there's someone out there that loves you, man. You know, so no, Rudy, no one is happy about that news. Duck says the team was basically banking off the fact that they stay fully healthy the entire season and all their older players to perform as good as they did last year. You can put it like that. I add something else to it, and this is the main point, and we'll get out of here. They were banking off the back of Jaden Daniels again. Jaden Daniels carried this team last year. A lot of the same issues we had, or the issues that were happening this year, we had last year. But Jaden Daniels' success was able to mask all of it. Jaden Daniels was healthy for most of the season last year. He was able to mask all of it. But now that Jaden Daniels is injured, a lot of pieces around him is injured. He has been able to stay healthy in the lineup consistently. You're seeing a lot of deficiencies. So, yes, all that you're saying is true. But I wanted to add to it. They were banking off the success of Jaden Daniels. And 5 ain't here to bail you out this year. So try again next year. That being said, we're going to get up out of here. Ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. Make sure you call the number 240-804-7327 to have your voice be heard in a post-game video tomorrow. Love each and one of y'all. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Peace out there. Shout out to SeatGeek. Use that promo code. Come on. Peace.
Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a launch.